Hello, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Here is Okute Daily Talk channel, where we speak to you the undiluted truth about the Biafran struggle. Anyway, the information where they reach me here now is that the God of vengeance, he don't start to work against the enemies of Biafra land. He had already started with our Semi Amadioha, the old great-great-grandfather who refused to go, by name Atuezenukbo. Why do I use that headline? Oh, my people, make on hear wetin dey happen. This one is coming from Senegal. That country where carry African Cup of Nations. In fact, immediately they carry the African Cup of Nations, they can't realize say they don't need all these criminals as a business partners. Now they can revoke the offshore oil license where belongs to Atuezenukbo. Be like say they don't get money now because na dem carry African Cup of Nations. Anyway, make una see how they take right time. They say Senegalese revoked Nigerian billionaire Atuezenukbo's offshore oil account. Hey, the spiritual hammer don't start to take effect, or you can as well call it a spiritual koboko, or spiritual catapult, or spiritual ketepa. My brother, anyhow way you want to take address amu, oh yeah, nah, that one meant for you. But for me, I call it spiritual catapult. Midnight church also, hey, my people, make us see what thing they happen. All this church, where every time when I go, just they open mouth, they disturb people where they sleep, say when they do night vigil. For many years now, when I don't they pray, you can imagine how many churches we have in the whole world. You can imagine the population of Christians. For over decades or since whether 15 AD or 16 AD, on I don't they bind, they cast out, they kill this Satan. Only one Satan, the Satan refused to die. I beg. That Satan, that Satan must have chopped okay. Video child also at midnight vigil. Man storms Abia church with a cutlass, worshippers scatter. Waiting happen. The man say, then they disturb in sleep. When people go to sleep, now you go they just wake up, they disturb everybody. I know say people go attack me now. Hey, mind your news, mind your news. My brother, I am minding my news. But I'm only bringing to you. Look at waiting one man don't do. You get another news say, why supposed to bring for this my platform? I saw that news yesterday where a Yoruba pastor or Yoruba Baba, Baba and a pastor, be like saying that this white garment church because the man wore white garment and the people, the man is chasing out from the church also wear white garment. What really happened? The man got talk say, church no be work. Imagine a pastor, a resident pastor, or what did they call him? All this maybe a prophet because all this white garment church they use this prophet or alpha, maybe alpha, right? So the man come lock church, come they chase everybody. Where does they there? Only thing where they do just wake up in the morning, you dress, go to church and lie down. Church go feed you morning, feed you afternoon, feed you evening. You know they do work again. Waiting for manna to come from heaven. Now the man locked us, so everybody should go home. Go and look for work. I don't know why I no bring. You know, I say I'm not gonna bring anything that have to do with church here because here is not a Christian. What would I call it? It's not a platform to discuss about Christianity, Muslim, whatever it being called, as long as religion is concerned. But that was why I saw that video yesterday. I bypass it, man. Waiting carry me come back here again. Now this one now, why just see what happened early this morning. This morning, go, people there for their church, they worship. Now the man carry cutlass, say, "Honor, don't disturb my sleep, oh. Make honor go." In fact, he just everybody say, make everybody scatter. Okay, terrorism. Malami may remain in DSS custody as probe deepens. Malami, how far now? During your own time, you say Zamuchi Buro Obansi. That means honor go nyash our papa and our mama. Okay, now. The Igbos now have to repeat this word, or rather, we have to return this word to you. Zamuchi Buro Ubanka, Abubakar Malami. So anybody will get your number, I beg forward this message to him. Okay, let us go to the reason why we're here. Because I don't talk too much. I beg. Help me to like this message, share it, comment on it, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos. Ogulora One Nation will always be here to serve you. Okay, Senegalese authorities have revoked the offshore exploration rights held by Atlas Oranto Petroleum, a privately owned upstream oil and gas firm founded by Nigerian energy entrepreneur Atuezenukbo. The decision reflects Senegal's renewed regulatory stance under President Bassirou Diomaye Faye, aimed at tightening oversight in the energy sector and ensuring that oil and gas licenses translate into concrete investment and production in their country. Okay, according to the Business Insider Africa, the Senegalese government revoked the Kaya offshore shallow exploration license after determining that Atlas Oriental failed to meet key financial and operational commitments tied to the block. The license, awarded in 2008, covers about 3,600 square kilometers north of the Dakar Peninsula and is considered oil-prone but underexplored. Despite multiple extensions, the company reportedly carried out only minimal exploration work and failed to provide the required bank guarantees. Although seismic surveillance identified several prospects within the block, no exploration wells were drilled throughout the license period. Under the supervision of the Minister of Energy and Petroleum, Birame Souleye Diop, the ministry formally withdrew the license in September of 2025, citing Atlas Oriental's repeated failure to comply with contractual and financial obligations. Industry accounts referenced in early 2026 reaffirmed that the acreage saw little meaningful seismic or drilling activity during the years it was held by the so-called company. Following the revocation, the Senegalese government reclaimed full control of the block, describing the move as part of a broader strategy to enforce discipline and screen petroleum rights holders more rigorously. Senegalese action mirrors a growing trend across Africa, where governments are assessing long oil and gas licenses that have failed to deliver investment or production. With the mounting pressure to monetize natural resources, several African producers are moving to reclaim underutilized assets previously awarded during earlier exploration cycles. Authorities say the objective is to prevent licenses from being held purely to speculative purposes and to ensure that petroleum rights result in tangible economic benefits. The development has renewed attention on Atlas Oriental's activities across West Africa, where its execution record has drawn scrutiny in multiple jurisdictions. In Liberia, however, regulations have taken a different approach. In September of 2025, the Liberia Petroleum Regulatory Authority signed 4 production sharing contracts with Atlas Oriental Petroleum International Limited, covering their offshore blocks of LB15, LB16, LB22, and LB24 in the Liberian Basin. The agreements reportedly include a signature bonus of between $12 million and $15 million, alongside proposed investment exceeding $200 million per block. Liberian authorities described the deals as an effort to revive a petroleum sector that has remained largely inactive for more than a decade. Hey, my brother, even after all the licenses, they don't revoke them from Liberia and also Senegal. Okay. Charles at midnight vigil, man storms Abia church with cutlass, worshippers scatter. Okay, I think the video is here, but I'm not going to play the video because of the noise. So just hear the headline and go home and deal with it. Okay, terrorism, Malami may remain in custody. Remain in DSS custody as probe deepens. Former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami, SAN, fake, may spend a longer time in the custody of the Department of State Service as investigators intensify probes into allegations against him. When I see the person where they charge him as the kind for terrorism, treasonable felony, everything that got to do with the offense, this Malami carried it and put on the top of on the head of Mazin Namdekano. Now the table don't overturn. Now the same people could not find Mazin Namdekano guilty, but this guy they call Malami now is answering the charges of terrorism, sponsoring, and also money laundering. Hey, what an irony. Okay, multiple security sources who spoke with Punch disclosed that the DSS is already working to obtain a court order to keep the former minister in custody pending the conclusion of investigations, which they said could take months due to their sensitive and complex nature. Nigerian News report that Malami's latest legal ordeal began on Monday when DSS operatives took him into custody moments after he perfected his bail and was released from the Kuje Correctional Center, Abuja. The former AGF had just stepped out of the facility where he had been detained since early December over allegations brought against him by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission when he was rearrested by the secret police. Source said that the DSS is seeking judicial approval to keep him detained until investigations are completed. Malami was earlier arrested by the EFCC over allegations that he conspired with his wife, Asabe, and their son to conceal proceeds of unlawful activities valued at about 8.7 billion naira. The anti-graft agency alleged that the offenses involved the use of multiple corporate entities, bank accounts, and high-value real estate transactions in Abuja and other parts of the country. The trio was arraigned on December 29 of 2025 before a federal high court in Abuja on 16 counts bordering on money laundering and conspiracy, to which they pleaded not guilty. Before the arraignment, Malami was unable to meet bail conditions earlier granted him, leading to his continued detention from December 8. On December 18, a Federal Capital Territory High Court, presided over by Justice Babangida Hassan, upheld his detention as lawful. However, on January 7, Justice Emeka Nwite of the Federal High Court granted Malami, his wife, and son bail in the sum of 500 million naira each, with stringent conditions, including 2 sureties with verifiable landed property in Asokoro, Maitama, or Gwarempa, Abuja, according to the information. In conclusion, let us not take much of our time in discussing this Malami's case. And they said no responsible government would, in the same vein, fold its hands or turn a blind eye to weighty allegations of terrorism financing leveled against any individual, no matter how highly placed in this case. Malami, SAN. In the course of investigations, we have what is called interagency cooperation. It is not uncommon for one security agency to hand over a person under investigation to another sister security agency. In Nigeria, the DSS is the sole security agency tasked with the responsibility of investigating such allegations. It will be best to allow them to do their job, according to the information. So, my people, now here we can take back break. This is the message. a little we can bring to you at this point in time. So, please circulate this message, let it go viral. That the spiritual Amadioha and spiritual Catapult and the spiritual Koboko, it on the hammer, one of the greatest enemy of Biafran in this present day time. So, have a nice day. And may the good Lord continue to see us through, prosper us, and meet us at every point of our needs. Have a nice day. Kachineke mezi okwu.